And a very different kind of energy now. This is Frititi, African drummers and dancers. Frititi means ancient in the Akan language. This group founded in 1993, based in London, focusing on traditional African drumming and dance. And everyone now very eager to hear the sermon, the first sermon by Justin Welby as Archbishop of Canterbury. This part of the service itself, with all of this colour and energy, something he very much wanted.
Hear the Gospel according to Matthew. Immediately, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead to the other side, while he dismissed the crowds. And after he had dismissed the crowds, he went up the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. But by this time, the boat, battered by the waves, was far from the land, for the wind was against them. And early in the morning he came walking towards them on the lake. But when the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified, saying, "It is a ghost!" And they cried out in fear. But immediately Jesus spoke to them and said, "Take heart, it is I. Do not be afraid." Peter answered him, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." He said, "Come." So Peter got out of the boat, started walking on the water, and came towards Jesus. But when he noticed the strong wind, he became frightened and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Jesus immediately reached out his hand and caught him, saying to him, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" When they got into the boat, the wind ceased, and those in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." This is the gospel of the Lord.
Gospel according to Matthew. The Archbishop will now make his way back to the chair of St. Augustine. That is where he'll be delivering the sermon. The sermon will be picking up from some of the themes of the reading. Commandment of Jesus to take heart and not to be afraid. The African dancers and drummers, Frititi, lead the way. When we spoke of innovation and colour and energy at the start of this service. This is partly what we had in mind. The Archbishop making his way through the choir, past the politicians, past the Prince of Wales, Duchess of Cornwall, Prime Minister Ned Miliband looking on, other cabinet ministers present too, and just passing on the right there, the close family members of the new Archbishop, wife and sons and daughters.